losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose, what do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey, young guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I got a strike. So that's where I've been the last couple of weeks. The strike was for 1 week, but I was babysitting for 3 days before that. And I got an email telling me that one of my old videos, medical misinformation or something. So they couldn't tell me a timestamp. They couldn't tell me what I said, but what do you do? So that's where I've been for the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to upload. I wasn't able to do a community post. I would suggest everyone go to Rumble for a start. But if you're not going to do that, there's another channel, right? You might like her. And she's also Heaven Sent. And I don't know if someone can put the... Alex, do you think you can put the other link in the comments? Just for people, just in case it happens again. Because I actually did go live last Saturday from somewhere else. So there you go. Thank you, Alex. Okay, guys, I'm going to say hello to a few of you. Dan Markle Sr., David, how you going? Alex, how you going? Faith, how you going? Beckham USA, how you going? Eyes to See, how you going? Senatron, how you going? Who else have we got? Carol, how you going? Dana, how you going? David Simone, how you going? Okay, Randy, how you going? There's another one. There you go. Okay, today I wanted to talk about continuity of government. And do you know what it is? It's very, very interesting. I'll tell you that much. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Hang on, let me pull this over to the other side so you don't get that. Where is it? There's been a lot of news going on as well, but I'll go over that shortly. But I'm going to go on continuity of government, right? Now, when I do this, I want you to think, how does the government get their money, okay? Now, keep that in mind. Continuity of government, COG, is the principle of establishing defined procedures that allow a government to continue its essential operations in case of a catastrophic event such as nuclear war. COG was developed by the British government before and during World War II to counter threats such as that of the Luftwaffe bombing during the Battle of Britain. The need for continuity of government plans gained new urgency with nuclear proliferation. During and after the Cold War, countries developed such plans to avoid or minimise confusion and disorder due to a power vacuum in the aftermath of a nuclear attack. In the US, COG is no longer limited to nuclear emergencies. The continuity of operations plan was activated following the September 11 attacks. Canada built numerous nuclear bunkers across the country nicknamed, what are they? Diefenbankers, bunkers, in a play on the last name of then Prime Minister John Diefenbaker. Wow, what a name. It's just hard to get my mouth around, sorry. In 2016, the Privy Council Office made an agreement with the Department of National Defence to open 2 bunkers for government officials amid the ongoing North Korean nuclear crisis. Okay, so we know that they have underground facilities to go to if things hit the fan, okay? Who funds this? And the public are not invited, okay? So the people who actually pay for all this, and it's probably done under black projects and things like that, the people who actually pay for this are left to defend themselves, okay? Just letting you know. So they do have the Czech Republic, Denmark, France, Germany, Ireland, Israel, New Zealand, Norway, Soviet Union and Russia, Sweden, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States. I'm pretty sure Australia has them too. But there are many. Let me go over here now. Continuity of government. What's this one? OAPA.gov. It's an effort within individual agencies to ensure that essential government services continue during a wide range of emergencies. In other words, really, to save their hides, okay? And to keep the scheme going, if you want to put it that way. All agencies, and make sure they're still in power, obviously, you know. All agencies have designated continuity of operations program managers responsible for the agency's COOP plan, including essential functions, order of succession, alert notification procedures, alternate work locations procedures, vital records and resources, and testing, training, and exercise plans. Sorry, guys, just let me have a sip of my cup of tea. I think this is quite an insult to the people, to be honest. The office helps agencies by providing tools, templates, one-on-one assistance, professional development, policy guidance and compliance monitoring, as well as exercise development and after-action review assistance. The office hosts an annual skills development session. This is all just word salad to me. And quarterly meetings for planners, joint meetings between and deputy secretaries for administrations, and maintains annual online training for employees on safe evacuation procedures for them and what to expect if the event is significant enough to activate the agency's plan. It's a coordinated effort within the executive branch to ensure essential functions continue to be performed during a catastrophic emergency or an event affecting multiple agencies. Since many functions are interdependent, such as payment processing, Agencies often need to plan, communicate, and coordinate together. The office works closely with information technology staff to make sure disaster recovery for critical systems is in place, as well as human resource staff to address policies such as employee safety, teleworking, and essential employee determinations. The office also works closely with the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. Enduring constitutional government. ECG is a cooperative effort to ensure that all three branches of government are able execute their they haven't even worded that right. This is an office of administration. They left out the government are able to execute their constitutional responsibilities, provide for orderly succession, appropriate transition of leadership, and interoperability during a catastrophic emergency. Word salad, okay? RAND.org. Ensuring the continuity of government, and why does it matter for Ukraine? Wow. Okay, I won't read that one. Government Continuity Strategy 2022, govpilot.com. We'll go into a few of them just to make sure you know what this is about, right? Because I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, hang on, the taxpayers pay the government. That's where they get their money from. And you're paying for this. Everyone's paying for this. You know, black projects and things like that, you know, and it makes me wonder where the millions went before 9/11. Was there something going on? Something black project somewhere? I don't mean this kind of thing, could be anything, you know what I mean, but just a black project. Okay, this one says it's hard to forget the days that unfolded in March 2020, even after watching this thing spread rapidly through the world. Oh, my goodness. This one's propaganda. Americans were still shocked and unprepared when they were forced to lock down and go remote for work. Public sector workers were no exception. While continuity of government plans are supposed to be in place to ensure that local, state, and federal governments can continue to function in a moment of crisis, many local governments were caught off guard and failed to maintain operations at the usual capacity. So they've done all this and they can't even maintain the bloody thing. But they wanted to do it during COVID, see? Slow-moving bureaucratic processes got even slower. IT teams scrambled to figure out remote work options and capabilities for staff. Communication channels between government departments became non-existent for workers that relied on face-to-face interaction. Constituents often had no means to interact with local officials during a critical time. Oh, honestly, this wouldn't even happen if the people were responsible for themselves. This is ridiculous. They're just saving their own hides. That's what they're doing. And they've built bunkers to make sure they can save their own hides while the rest of us are on the surface fighting for ourselves. Whitehouse.gov. Continuity of government. Since the days of the Cold War, the United States has had a plan in place to continue the operations of the government following a catastrophic attack on the nation's capital. The 2007 National Security Presidential Directive 51 directs the geographic dispersion of leadership, staff, and infrastructure in order to maintain the functions of the United States government in the event the national capital is decapitated by a terrorist attack. Okay, and what if they're doing it to themselves? Like, I mean, from the inside, like Biden. So they get to run and hide, and the rest of the people have to face the consequences when the people have paid for it with their money. Oh, This is why I think you need to really, we all need very much a smaller government. This is ridiculous in terms of taxing the people, okay? And then you've got, now they're going to, well, they're trying to be bringing in a climate change tax. So how many taxes do they want? And do you know what it's for? Buried within the 102-page National Continuity Plan is the strategy for the mass evacuation relocation for every government agency, including the White House and the military, in response to an exceptional catastrophic event within the National Capital Region. Each agency is required to have a detailed continuity of operations plan in place. The shadow government. Wow, what's this? Following a catastrophic national emergency, the president or his successor could authorise the establishment of a temporary shadow government to maintain control of the essential functions of the federal government. President Bush activated the shadow government on September 11, shortly after the second attack on the World Trade Center. Every federal agency is designated key individuals to be part of an emergency relocation group, so the special ones. Mind you, keep in mind, the inmates are running the asylum, right? And they're the ones that are going to try, be protected. If this, if things went off, you know what I mean? These ERGs are assigned to an alternate secure location on a rotating basis and are ready to take over the duty of supporting the national essential functions of this nation in an emergency. And there's levels, apparently. Okay. The Continuity of Government Readiness Conditions system establishes executive branch's readiness levels based on possible threats to the National Capital Region. The President alone determines and issues the COG-CON level, COG-CON level. COG-CON 4, Federal Executive Branch Government employees at their normal work locations maintain alternate facility and conduct periodic continuity readiness exercises. COG-CON 3 is federal agencies and departments' advanced relocation teams warm up their alternate sites and capabilities, which include testing communications and IT systems, ensure that alternate facilities are prepared to receive continuity staff, track agency leaders and successes daily. COG-CON 2 is deployment of 50 to 75% of emergency relocation group continuity staff to alternate locations, establish their ability to conduct operations and prepare to perform their organisation's essential functions in the event of a catastrophic emergency. COG-CON 1, full deployment of designated leadership and continuity staffs to perform the organisation's essential functions from alternate facilities, either as a result of or in preparation for a catastrophic emergency. Well, isn't that interesting? COG-CON alert and notification process. When the President directs a COG-CON change, all executive departments and agencies are notified. One White House Military Office Director notifies Presidential Emergency Operations Center, located in the bunker under the East Wing. PEOC, which is the Presidential Emergency Operations Center, notifies the FEMA Operations Center, codenamed Bluegrass, located at Mount Weather in Bluemont, Virginia. Number 3, Bluegrass notifies department and agency COOP emergency points of contact and or emergency operations centers. This is Bluegrass with a COG-CON. Okay. The National Continuity Policy Implementation Plan identifies 8 national essential functions which represent the overarching responsibilities of the federal government during a crisis. Ensure the continued functioning of the 3 separate branches of government, provide leadership visible to the nation and the world, defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Hello, they're not doing their job. Hello, you got one right in power right now. Oh, no. Oh, by the way, didn't Biden just get caught doing something? Maintain and foster effective relationships with foreign nations, protect against threats to the homeland and bring perpetrators to justice. Again, respond to and recover from domestic consequences of an attack, protect and stabilise the nation's economy, provide for critical national health, safety and welfare needs of the United States. And then it goes into the evacuation. The president would evacuate via the White House tunnel system to the Marine One hangar at the, the Anacostia Naval Support Facility. Sorry if I said that wrong. His ultimate destination would be on board the E-4B, National Airborne Operations Center, NAOB. Hey, I just had another thought. I wonder if Mr. T brought this in when he was in. A highly survivable militarized version of the Boeing 747-200 capable of being refueled in flight. After several days in the air, the president could choose to go to one of the presidential emergency facilities at Mount Weather, Site R, the underground bunker at Camp David. The bunker at, Offutt, I don't know how to say that, Air Force Base, the new bunker under the Denver International Airport, or other still classified locations. This is whitehouse.gov. They're admitting the bunker under the Denver International Airport. That's good to see, because last I saw of that, they weren't admitting to any of that. So at least we know that for sure now. Evacuating the presidential line of succession. We knew that before. The US Northern Command, NORTHCOM, is responsible for evacuating government officials under the guidance of the Classified Concept of Operations Plan, CONPLAN 3600, Emergency Preparedness in the National Capital Region. The executive agency and the department heads, along with designated Emergency Relocation Group, ERG, members, would be transported to classified locations around the country, above ground, below ground, and at sea. The secret evacuation plan includes a nearby fleet of specialised vans and trucks that can be dispatched on a moment's notice to secret campgrounds located within the Shenandoah Valley and in nearby federal parklands in Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia, containing underground hardened facilities with emergency communication systems. This is pretty eye-opening. An emergency action alert sent by the FEMA Alternate National Warning Center in Olney would direct the 1st Helicopter Squadron from Andrews Air Force Base to the Capitol to evacuate the top congressional leaders to the Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center. The Secret Service would take the Vice President and top-ranking White House officials down into the underground bunker in the White House. Secret C-20C Senex aircraft. 3 Air Force C-20C aircraft, all with different numbers, based at Andrews Air Force Base, are operated by the Presidential Airlift Group of the 89th Airlift Wing. The C-20C aircraft are a secret part of the COG program and are designed to move senior executives, Senex, quickly in the event of a national emergency. I have got a bad tickle in my throat. That would happen. Haven't had one for ages until I start reading. The 3 C-20 aircraft are equipped with a comprehensive hardened communication system installed by E-Systems and designed to enable operations in a post-nuclear environment. Whenever the president travels away from Washington, a C-20C is positioned discreetly at an adjacent airfield in case the president has to suddenly depart and Air Force One has been disabled. Pentagon relocation to Site R. Site R, also known as the Raven Rock Mountain Complex, is located 6 miles north of Camp David and serves as the alternate National Military Command Center. The deep underground facility can fully support the Pentagon's mission essential functions, including nuclear command and control. Army helicopters are on standby at Davidson Army Airfield to evacuate senior defense officials from the Pentagon to Site R, providing hasty access to the secret facility by following blue light and iron gate procedures. Some of these things sound very familiar. This Site R relocation handbook describes the procedures for relocating to the Raven Rock Mountain Complex. And it's a future video. Executive powers. In 2012, President Obama issued 2 executive orders that will greatly expand the presidential powers in the event of a national emergency. That's what they were planning. You know, the 16-year plan? That's what they were planning, and I think, wasn't it Hillary's? Was going to be an emergency big time. In March 2012, executive order gives the president the authority to commandeer all U.S. domestic resources, including food and water, and seize all energy and transportation infrastructure within the United States. One sec, guys. I think it's a candle that's making my throat tickle. This order also authorizes the U.S. government to force its citizens to fulfill labor requirements for the purposes of national defense. The July 2012 executive order gives the Department of Homeland Security authority over private communication networks in emergency situations. State of the Union address, except for blah, 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 blah. Okay. The 25th Amendment defines procedures for replacing the president in the event of death, removal, resignation, or incapacitation. Hey, you've got one of them right now. He's a bit incapacitated. He can't walk upstairs properly. He can't even speak properly. And now with Fetterman, people are willing to vote in another one who can't. Look, like the guy had a stroke, eh? Like, he's not very capable. He apparently has to have a speech-to-text thing to understand what people are saying. It's not that he's deaf, not that he can't hear. He had a stroke and there's something wrong. In an emergency, how are you going to get the point across? Oh, anyway. Presidential line of succession. Okay, this one. The order of cabinet officers include the list is determined by the dates on which each of their positions were created. The order is followed if the president dies or is incapacitated. The vice president takes over. If they're unable to, the Speaker of the House. If they're unable to, President pro tempore of the Senate. That goes to Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury, Secretary of Defense, Attorney General, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Education. Oh, dear God, you're in trouble there. Secretary, I don't know what your Secretary of Education, who they are, but the way things are going right now, when all these things are allowed to be taught in schools, that's insane. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, they're not doing too good either. Secretary of Homeland Security. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to touch, I will go further into this in a different video, but I just wanted to touch on that. And I hope you understand who is running. Like, we pay for it, but they get protected if anything goes wrong. And so if they start something, they're protected. It's fine. No worries. They're protected. That's the main thing. Now I'll go over a little bit of news. And then you guys can catch me up on what else has been going on, because I really haven't been on the internet much. I've been babysitting a lot as well, so I haven't been on the internet much at all. Julia said, the J6 Unselect Committee voting to subpoena Trump is more proof the left is losing badly. Apparently, Alex Jones has been, he has to pay damages or something. What's going to happen is they've all reported it now, right? But what's going to happen is he's going to appeal it. He's going to win on appeal, but they're not going to report that because they want to scare people from saying what he has said. That's what I think. So it scares people from questioning too much, you know what I mean? But I think it'll be overturned on appeal. But we'll see what happens. Il Donaldo Trumpo said Sleepy Joe just called the Grand Canyon the Rio Grande. Oh dear. See, he doesn't know where he is. Some of those things should have been brought in a while ago. Wow. Peter Sweden said PayPal is so desperate now they're giving people $15 to not close their accounts. Keep on deleting PayPal. Right. I have a pay in full thing that I'm going to try and pay off and delete before the end of this month. I've got 14 days to try and do it. So I'm just going to try and do that, and I will be deleting pay. There are other ones. There is Stripe. There is, what's the other one? Alternate something or other. Yeah, there's a few. So I'll look into other things as well. Brad Jammins said, retweet if you're fed up with welcome to country here in Australia. They're welcoming everyone to country, even if you already live here and been here a long time. Doesn't matter. Clown World said, posted this, California makes it illegal for doctors to disagree with politicians. So if when did politicians become doctors, experts in medical anything? Sorry, guys. In California, doctors can now be punished over COVID misinfo. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, why can't we just look? Can't we charge the politicians for misinfo? That would be easier. Tom Fitton said, update, Ray Epps did not testify today. Who would have thought? Chicago Ray said Pelosi was on the phone with Ray Epps on 1-6. Is there more to this? He belongs in prison, not the guy with the horns. Arrest him. Well, he was the one inciting it. Oh, my goodness. Seriously? The Bradford File said the President of the United States can't remember how his son died, and the media is pretending all of this is normal. He said his son died in the Iraq War. His son died of cancer. As hard as it is, that's what happened. He was, I think he was in the army or something, wasn't he? He did serve in the military somewhere. His son Bo, I think, did. Okay, Cat Turd said the left is starting to realise AOC is a fraud who sold them out to get rich. She wants to go to war. She wants to keep funding, that. And I saw a film clip of people shouting at AOC now. She was having a, I don't know if it was a kind of rally in a school gym that had about 20 people there. Well, one guy stood up and started yelling at her, demanding her to go against the Democrats and do not support this war. And he got taken out. And then another guy stood up and started yelling at AOC as well, the same way. And funnily enough, that's what I think needs to happen. If someone stands up and you agree with what they say, if they get taken, you stand up next. Keep going. Just keep standing up and saying things. Also, I wanted to apologise. The guy who went to the school with the big breast things on. I do not hope he gets hurt in any way, because apparently he's trolling the school because he was labelled a misogynist or something. So he came in with the wig and the big things on and showed them the double standards. And I just watched a video of him at a school board. It's on a channel called Kim's Trippin'. But yeah, I just saw him stand with the parents and say, why is this allowed? Do you know what I mean? He's trolling. He wasn't actually, I just thought it had gotten out of control, obviously, but he was trolling the school. Nick Adams said, weak men are the most dangerous humans in the world. Well, I happen to agree, actually. In a way. But there's a lot of women who are that way too. So just, I don't know. No one seems to be able to stand up anymore for themselves. I'm not saying you guys do, but I mean normal people, they don't want to stand up. Kathy Dixon said, Donald Trump gave up a lot of money for America. Joe Biden gave up America for a lot of money. True. All I want for Christmas is a new president. Oh dear, that's I think pretty much nearly the world wants that at the moment. Can we all just get together and say Biden seems to have dementia and that he's not making a very good leader of the free world, mind you? He is a leader of the free world. That is all Western nations. It's not looking good. Old Soldier said, I'm calling for all COVID mandates and restrictions to end today. Government and business alike, who's with me? Because something happened. Well, someone released something saying, one of the companies, right, released something saying they never even tested it. Nice one. Liz Churchill said, there you go, the CEO of Pfizer refused to testify in front of the European Parliament. Think about that. Cat Turd said, Pfizer, we had to move at the speed of science. That is what they said. What a crock of, right? Seriously? They had to move. Science moves slowly. And it's not like science is not, it's open to debate. Do you know what I mean? It's always going to be open to debate because things change. People learn new stuff. And a lot of science is a lot of theory. Or the way we're using it now is just theory. LSR8 said, Albo playing backyard cricket at Kirribilli. Does this bloke do any work? Yeah, it was for a charity, but for fuck's sake, people are hurting from his inaction on coal, and all he does is photo ops, sporting events, concerts, and travels on junkets. He's missing in action. Our Prime Minister is just missing in action. In fact, I don't ever think we have one. Mate Tiger Tough Mark said, why are the governments in silence now that Pfizer have admitted it was never going to stop anything? What did the WHO and CDC know? So many people lost their jobs and others were coerced into taking it. And I'm going to get done again for it. I just got over a strike for medical disinformation. It's just opinion. Go see your doctor. Make sure you trust them. And then go see them. Jack Pasobic said, how much money can we get awarded for suing every media figure who said that this would stop transmission? Hey, I also want to know, I asked a while ago, when PayPal was thinking of fining people $2,500 for misinformation or whatever they wanted to call it, and they backed back out of it, right? But and they said it wasn't supposed to be in there, okay? Do you know how many lawyers and editors and things that those letters have to go through before they come out? So, okay, for their misinformation, I demand that we all get paid $2,500 from PayPal because they put out misinformation. Mis or dis, I don't know, whatever. And there you go. Tim Young said, not shocking, Joe Biden lied and said his son sorry, the garbage trucks are going past. Joe Biden lied and said his son Bo lost his life in Iraq again today. The Bradford Files said if Alex Jones owes $1 billion for saying crazy that's not true, MSNBC should be out of business. They all should be. Oh, dear. Alexandra Marshall said the speed of science, a new phrase to excuse reckless, rushed science. That's exactly it. Science is normally slow, not quick. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know. Okay, Chicago Ray said Tulsi Gabbard voted for impeachment, not once but twice. Case closed. Okay. Tulsi Gabbard come out against the Democrats and the elite. But I also heard there's something about a young global something. Don't know. I don't know if she is or not. I'd look into it. I don't know. Someone also, I think, said that they put that up without her permission. Not 100% sure. But Chicago Ray seems to think there are no Democrats who are Republicans, but there are Republicans who are Democrats. Dan Bongino. Perfectly suited for the discussion on Tulsi Gabbard. She's not one of us folks. She could be trying to, play both sides, you know what I mean? Could be, if she has something to do with the young global anything. Voting present in my books is the same as voting to impeach. If Tulsi Gabbard wanted to leave the Democrat Party, then would have been the time to step up. Don't be fooled. She's a grifter. Well, I do agree with what she said. Whether she's a grifter, I don't know. I'd be careful, though, of that. Libs of TikTok said, I'm back from my 8th suspension, 3 of which were for 7 days. The left really cannot handle seeing their reflection in the mirror. We are not taking this lightly, and I promise you Twitter hasn't heard the last from me. Stay tuned. What I would like to know is what is happening with Elon Musk and Twitter. Just want to find out something, because I know that wasn't it supposed to happen within days? Elon, oh, yeah, there it is down the bottom there. Elon Musk, Twitter. Oh, yeah, he's a perfume salesman now. He's selling a perfume called Burnt Hair or something. Elon Musk said, please buy my perfume so I can buy Twitter. I don't know about this. They're making fake news up now about Elon Musk, okay? Anyone who goes against him, they're going to they do this, okay? Unless they're playing both sides, then they may not attack him. But now this one says Elon Musk under federal investigation for conduct related to Twitter deal. No. Okay, what else have we got? Let's be very clear. This is Elon Musk welcoming Kanye back to Twitter after he was limited on Instagram due to... Good. Elon's welcoming Kanye West back to Twitter. Kim.com. Twitter just censored a tweet from the Florida Surgeon General who recommends against the thingies for males aged 18 to 39. Twitter says he violated platform rules. I'm probably going to get kicked off for doing the same. Or has he been censored for endangering profits? They are an advertiser on Twitter, a big advertiser. So when's he buying it? Mad Liberals said, thanks to Elon Musk, Twitter finally gave my account back. I wonder if they'll give me mine back. No, Twitter's getting ridiculous. Oh, taking back is suspended. Oh, no. When was this? 23 hours ago. That Elon Musk fixed this. Oh, so they're still trying to censor. Maybe it's their last ditch effort. I don't know, to be honest. But I don't know what's happening with Elon Musk and Twitter. I thought it would have been well and truly in the works by now. And people going at Kanye West, of course. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to bring this back over here. Oh, and I did say it last week on the other channel. I was going to upload a gardening video, but I've had a severe wardrobe malfunction and will not be uploading that video. I might put it on, like, what do you call it, members? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, I'm going to do another one anyway. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just not saying anything. Okay, where am I up to? I'm going through the comments now. Oh, Simone said, went to Rumble, but nothing recent. Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, for some reason I've got 2 Rumble accounts, but everything that uploads here uploads onto Rumble. It's just easier for me to do it that way at the moment because I'm flat out. I've been not just babysitting the kids, and they've been off school as well sometimes, but I've been cleaning for my daughter as well. So, and I come home exhausted. Oh my goodness! Thank God I bought that vacuum cleaner that I did because it helped me. Yeah. Alex said, I'll keep putting it in every now and again for anyone that may miss it. Oh, thank you, Alex, for that. That's for the link. Now the bins are falling over. It's windy outside. Hey, Lisa, how you going? I haven't been able to find any new vids on Rumble. Alex, have you? I've seen past ones, nothing new, though. Yeah, I didn't get to upload anything the last couple of weeks. I've been flat out, honestly. I think I did 4 days last week. And I have to leave really early in the morning and I get home about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes a little earlier. Hey, Nicey Glover, how you going? Odysee said, I seen you last week on your live. Very beautiful. Honey Bunny was in bed, could be bothered to type. That's okay. Everyone's saying hello. Carol said, AJ is only worth 5 mil. That's crazy. It is. Alex, I haven't seen any new ones since the 3rd of October. Yeah, that's the last one I did on Rumble. Because the other channel here doesn't update to Rumble, okay? Unless this one goes down, then I will. It's really confusing right now. I'm so sorry, guys. We'll have to see how we go. But I do have a habit of getting done for things here. Yeah. But I don't want to censor myself. I don't want to do it. I said, Alex, I seen you chatting to Hev last week. You're a very beautiful woman and sound amazing. God bless you. I was in bed and couldn't be bothered to type. Faye said, Alex, thank you. Pretty sure that was the last date I saw. Yep. Cynthia Wright said, what's your Rumble name? I thought Hev Truthseeker, no post since 8th of August. Have missed you. Oh, I have 2 Rumble. I don't know how. Oh, dear. And I don't know how to get rid of them. Like, I don't know how to just get it down to 1 Rumble channel. I've got 2 Rumble channels for some reason. If you search, I think it's Hev Truthseeker or Hev123 Truthseeker. I'm not sure. Oh, my God. Oh, I've just confused the situation completely. I'm so sorry, guys, but there are 2 Rumble channels. So it's the one with the most updated videos from YouTube, I think. I really don't know. Alex said, thank you, Eyes to See. I was a bit nervous to go on, but it was a lot of fun when I got used to it. Yeah, it is, isn't it? My second Rumble. There you go. I've got 2 Rumbles. I think that's the one that is that the one that I've got in the links? Because I haven't even got the second one in the link in the description anyway. Yeah, it's the user Hev123 Truthseeker. User. That it's going up on that one. That's the one it's going up to. The one that says user. I said, Alex, God bless you, honey. Oh, thank you, Alex. Yep. Yeah, that one at the moment is not in use. I don't know how that happened. I really don't get it. How I ended up with 2, and why is it only going to 1? I don't know. Carol said, I have to back and watch that, Alex. I don't seem to get all notifications lately. Alex said, if you'd like to donate 100% to Hev before she gets rid of it, please visit pay. Oh, God love you, Alex. Eyes to See said, I'm gay. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just got... You already told me that, didn't you, Eyes to See? I didn't want to say anything until you said it, though. So, everybody, there you go. Eyes. Alex said, I haven't seen an update on second Rumble since 3rd of October, so not sure if Hev has uploaded or if there's a problem with it. I don't know why. I don't know why that has happened, but I've ended up with 2 Rumble channels. And the one I was normally uploading on is where these ones do not go to. They go to my user account instead of the channel. I don't understand. Out to Lunch said, I don't want to fund these evil creatures. I know, that's what I think. With the continuity of government is something that everybody should kind of look at and open their eyes and go, hang on, we're paying for that. You know, hey, Shannon, how you going? Faith, there's Out to Lunch. And Alex, I'm not going to go on tonight, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tonight I'm going to won't be here too long, but I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, don't worry about that. I will be back tomorrow. Out to Lunch said, hey, you beautiful people. And Alex is saying, hey, Shannon. Alex said, did you mean Rumble at Carol? Yep. I don't know. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks because of a strike and busy before that. 3 days before that I was working. Well, not working. Babysitting. It's like a job. That's what it feels like. But it's one that I love because my grandkids. I love my grandkids. Shannon said, I'm driving to pick up son all tomorrow. We'll miss the show. Maybe I can listen but not type. That's okay, Shannon. No worries. And I said, Alex, I'm gay, unfortunately. Carol said, Alex, lol, no fluff tube. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Alex said, oh, it was on Hev's second channel, Carol, as this channel got a strike last week. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 channels on YouTube as well. I got channels everywhere. Oh, my God. I've got channels everywhere because I know what they're going to do. And well, the Rumble one was just a mistake, but this on YouTube, it's not. Because I know what they're going to do. Face said Bush, that says it all. Yep. Rudy said it's 5:16 p.m. in Houston, Texas. Good on you, Rudy. Everyone's saying hello. Alex said, drive safe, Shannon. Catch you tomorrow if you aren't back in time. Zal said, what are they planning for? Why is this important now? They're either about to be taken out or there's something coming they're planning for to save themselves. Why are they so important? Exactly. Do you think they're above, like, are they better people than us? Because I don't see that. I see the inmates running the asylum. That's what I see. And I'm thinking, well, that's just why we're paying for this. Because they could just start the whole thing off and go and hide. No skin off their nose. They get to live. We just have to fend for ourselves up here. Carol said, "Kate, Alex, thank you." Out to lunch said, "Thumbs up." Alex said, "Hey, Rudy." Everyone's still saying hello. Out to lunch, good vibes. Hey, Stuart, how you going? And hey, Sherry, how you going? Nope, Siri's turned off. I said I need 2 weeks away in a glamping tent with one special person. Faye said, Sherry, Sal, Stuart, how you going? Senatron said these days one can see emergencies are contrived, planned, and prepared years ago. They are just feathering their nests. Yes, exactly. But it does, like a lot of money. Well, the government, they get their money from the people, from taxes. So what they are doing there for themselves is with people's taxes, and those people who pay for it aren't even getting protected. You're paying for someone else to be protected. It just doesn't make sense, does it? At all. Alex said, would be awesome to all go on a massive camping trip. Imagine that, yeah. Out to lunch said, Sherry, you like scary vids? Lanazi, how you going? I said, who's ever seen the British on the... Oh, yep. Alex said, and I don't mean sponsored by FEMA. Senator said, Alex, place, date, and time. It would be awesome. Yep, count me in, Alex, says Faith. Imagine that, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Carol said, out to lunch, I wish we could gather in mass to stop paying taxes without threat of losing our homes. Yeah, well, did you hear about banks now? Who is it? Someone just got rejected by a bank, Chase Bank. Let me have a look. Kanye West. He's had his bank account cancelled by JP Morgan Chase Bank. PayPal are doing what they're doing. I've got to look for an alternative to my bank because they're one of the big ones and I don't like that. What else? Oh, they're taking all the ATMs away and now you've got to pay $2.50 to use an ATM because it's not your bank. Okay, so they're charging you to use them now. What else have we got? A lot of stuff going on. I agree, though, Carol. Out to lunch said our female camp will burn if I get put in one. Yep. Sherry said out to lunch, love scary vids. Stuart said, I'm in as long as I can bring my dog. Oh, of course. All animals welcome. As long as they don't fight each other. Xenotron said, as a kid, my dad used to watch it. He loved it. Lanazi said, boy, these people had such high hopes for themselves, didn't they, lol? Yeah. Down to their little workers, their assistants and secretaries and... What did I just hit then? Better turn that off. Yeah. My God. Like, when I learnt about... when you watch movies, they talk about it too. The continuity of government. They've been telling us all along. And they want to save their own behinds and they don't care about the people who are left on top who paid for it all. They didn't pay for it. Why should they get to go in it? Why don't... Oh, dear. Out to lunch said your playlist show that, Sherry. Alex said that would be great. Yeah, camping. It would be. Simone said, Alex, just been camping. It was fab. Oh, I think I'm going to have to do it this summer. And then I'll take the camera out and I'll record my camping somewhere. Okay. Faisal and Nazi, that sounds that way. Too bad they're SOL. I said, Xenotron, I watch it every day on my phone on YouTube. Out to lunch. Are any of you prepared to camp if you need? I am. Yep. Alex said, that's cool, Simone. Love the camping, cooking, and being in nature. Hey, Dealey, how you going? Zal said, everyone's saying hello still. Sherry said, out to lunch. How do you see my playlist? It depends if they're on private or public. Yeah. You should see my watch later. That's full of horror. And news. Oh, it has been there for a year. I just keep adding to my watch later playlist is so long. But you know why I've done it? Because last time I got a strike, I couldn't add anything to the watch list. And rather than have YouTube recommend what they want to play me, I'd rather watch what I would rather watch. So I go to somewhere in my watch later and just start playing those. Because, yeah, when you've got a strike, like you get a first strike, right? And I had a video removed already. That was a warning, right? That was ages ago. This is the first of 3 strikes now where you start to get punished by not being able to upload for a week. You can't do a community post. You can't do anything other than comment on other people's videos. The next one is 2 weeks. Okay, so if this happens again, I'm gone here for 2 weeks, but I'll be on another channel somewhere. So, yeah, and I'll see what I can do with Rumble and that as well. If it happens again, I'm going to have to make videos for that. Shannon said, hello, all. I'm listening but driving. Can't type much. That's okay, Shannon. Everyone said, hi. Zal said, old news. It might be, but it's good for people to actually, which one's old news? What are we talking about here? Carol said it would be a lot of fun for sure. Yep. David said, yes, I remember on the buses. It was on the telly in the UK before I left in 1980. Reg Varney and some other familiar faces whose names escape me presently. Face said, all set for camping if need be. Xenotron said, eyes, did you ever watch that show, The British Empire? Simone said, Alex, it was a fossil hunting convention on Jurassic Coast, UK, beautiful beaches and scenery. Nice. I said, Xenotron, what about the comedy George and... Oh, I used to like George and Mildred. Oh, dear. Out to lunch, said Faith, good on you. On you, yep. David said, lol, George and Mildred, that show had its moments too. Stuart said, Shannon, keep your eyes on the road, your hands upon the... Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. Can't help myself. Bad habits. I'm a running wild, lost control. Xenotron said, eyes years ago, quite shocking to see these days. I feel naughty when I laugh at what is no longer funny. Hey, Scat Pack, how you going? Hugs for you, Hev. Out to lunch, keeping up appearance shows. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Bouquet. It's spelt bucket, but Bouquet. Oh, another one. David, love thy neighbour. Wouldn't exactly be politically correct these days either, huh? Yep. What about mind? Was it Mind Your Language? Does anyone remember that? Alex said, how cool, Simone Campbell. I used to go to rocks and minerals class at school. Yeah. You learn that as part of horticulture. You got to learn, well, I had to learn the rocks and them, and I can't remember any of it. David Morgan said, it's bouquet, dear, not bucket. Stuart Warren said, been watching old 2 Ronnie's videos for a laugh too. I said, how can anyone say George and Mildred and On the Buses were not funny? Because they were. Well, Nazi said, tickle, tickle, ha-ha. Out to lunch, said David, I want to call you Captain Morgan. I had a friend that drank that stuff, whiskey, that is. Senatron said, no, we know why. Now we know why we need to pay taxes. We fund all this shizzle and pay 10% of our leftover income to buy a packet of smokes. Yeah, it's more for them. That's what it is. Simone said, Alex, I sold fossils and crystals for over 20 years, got too heavy to carry as I travelled a lot, so I gave up. The convention was creation research, i.e. creation, not evolution. Rudy said it's 5:27 p.m. in Houston, Texas now. Xenotron said Benny Hill was naughty too. I remember watching that as a kid. I don't think I should have been watching that as a kid. Alex said, I used to love that show, Out to Lunch. It's bouquet. Out to Lunch said Xenotron, yeah, he was. David said, Captain Morgan was made governor of Jamaica in exchange for the Jamaican rum recipe. Out to Lunch, and because they wanted him off the high seas when the Caribbean Wars were over. Alex said, I hear the Benny Hill music every time I see Biden. Yeah. Chasing women and smelling them. Lanazi said, we have way too many secretaries, lol. Oh, there's a secretary for this, that, the other. Who are these people? Stuart said, me too, Alex. Senatron said, Alex, that actually made me laugh out loud. Out to Lunch said, Captain, did they kill Morgan and put him in a whiskey barrel? Xenotron said, secretaries, secrets. Well, they do. They'd have to keep people's secrets, wouldn't they? Their boss's secrets. I don't know. Alex said, I'm related to that old sea dog, actually. Out to Lunch on my father's side, of course. Mother's side goes back a long way farther and is ultimately more interesting to me. Lanazi said, Tulsi Gabbard quit the Democrat Party. Yep. Stuart, let that salt flow, David. Xenotron said, wow, David, that's fascinating. Family history is so interesting when you find stuff out. I said, Sleepy Joe is truly dead in real life. Simone said, deleting PayPal. Yep. I have to pay off 2 more payments of a 4-payment thing. It happened like I got it about a week before they did this, right? And then they went and did this, and then now I've got to wait until I've paid that off. I don't think they'll let me close my account before then. David said, no, I never heard that one. Out to Lunch. Hey, Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Hey, Darren, how you going? Menacing Muskrat. Alex said, yeah, PayPal retracted a message saying that they were going to fine people $2,500 as an insight as to what they will do if money becomes digital. Definitely. It's how they want to control your speech, through money. Xenotron said, what took her so long? But I'm glad she has. Inspiring for others, like being the first one to get up and dance. Pretty soon the dance floor is packed. All it takes is one person to stand up, and other people can too. Still saying hello to everyone. Dana said, California is only catching up with the Australian laws. RE doctors being silenced. Yeah. Unbelievable. Menacing Muskrat said, hello, Alex Carroll, Stuart, Warren. Carrick's. Look, just give me a sec. Too much talking. Haven't done so much talking for ages. David said, hey, Zena, father's side has Joseph Fleming back in the 1700s, leather craftsman by appointment to King George III and given a baronetcy for his work. Apparently he was over 7 foot tall. Imagine that. Lovely surprise, eh, Darren? Hey, Susie, how you going? Simone said, love Hev's team tribe, fab bunch. Yeah, don't forget to sub over here. Just, if I go again, that's where I'll be. Exactly, Menacing Muskrat. I've got to get rid of it. I've got to, I've just got to get that. I think next week I should be able to pay that. and get rid of it next week, maybe. I'm hoping. Darren said a welcome surprise, and Alex is saying hello. Well, Nazi said, oh, good on him. Go, BB man. Yeah, exactly. Well, I actually thought it was the opposite way, at first. But now I feel bad that I wished anything upon him, like getting the thing stuck in a machine or something, because I didn't understand what he was doing at first. Now I understand what he was doing. I fully understand, the poor bloke. Carol said that clip of Sandy Cortez was funny. Someone say they won't be able to walk down the street. Exactly. That's what I thought of, Carol, when I saw it. There wasn't even 24 people there. There was probably about 20 people in her audience. So whatever that was that she was doing, there's not many people that really like her. And so a lot of people are saying, the bots on Twitter that are following us, it makes her look popular. David said, stark contrast drawn right there by Kathy. Dan Markle Sr. said, thanks, Alex. Just sub. Thank you, Dan Markle Sr. Darren said, not true. The most dangerous people are the ones who won't question anything. Yeah, but I think what they're talking about there were like soy boys, full on, really weak men, mate. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree because there's a lot of, look, everyone who's asleep is like that. Yeah, I do agree with you in a way, yeah. Liz said, love you too, Liz. D. Lee said, I believe it was Gateway Pundit the other day reported that the PayPal fiasco actually took place in 2020, but we're just hearing. Really? I only got sent the email telling me they were going to do it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. Xenotron said, I found out some fascinating info are these, the strange spinning deaths. I'll put a link up when you get to the chat. It seems it was documented in 546 AD. Really? Goodness. Susie said, I heard on a channel I watch from Russia that they're now conscripting Russian men between 25 and 35. Russians are leaving in droves. Is this part of the movie? Well, I don't know, but if a war did break out, who's going to end up going to the front lines of being drafted? 17 to 25-year-olds. Do you think they want to think about who they're voting for, that like the younger people, Or they'll find themselves drafted into a war they didn't want to be part of and they didn't realize. It could be, Susie. I don't know. It could be part of the movie. I don't know. I haven't seen that part, that news. I'll have to have a look at it. Simone said, nearly midnight time for earphones and shutter. Night. Love to all. You too, Simone. I said, effing Sleepy Joe is dead, long gone, body doubles, clones, and CGI. Did anyone see Zelensky and they put the CGI thing of Zelensky up? There is something. I wonder if it's the Gateway Pundit. Hang on one sec, guys. Let me see if I can find the. My cat's making funny noises in his sleep. January 6th committee unanimously votes to subpoena Trump. Twitter says in court filing that feds are investigating Elon Musk in regards to Twitter acquisition. I think that's fake news, to be honest. Oh, Twitter says. Twitter said it. Okay. Trump spokesman releases statement on January 6th committee subpoena of President Trump. An active shooting situation in Raleigh neighborhood. Off-duty officer killed, multiple people dead. Where is it? Nope, can't find it. Now I've forgotten what I was talking about. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. The Zelensky. They did something. If you look up Zelensky hologram on Twitter, or even just do a search of it. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to make a noise for a minute. Yeah, if you look up Zelensky hologram, you'll see what I'm talking about. Sinatron said David Morgan, America's full of giants back in the day. He might have been a midget, lols. Good night, Simone. David said, an unquestioning mind is a weak mind, Darren. Mental laziness is a curse in the way the globalists want people to be. And everyone's saying good night to Simone. And Susie's saying hello. David said, compared to the giants of old, Xena would all be midgets, including Sir Joseph. I'm 6'2", but what's the diff if you're both standing next to some 40-foot dude? Hey, Anne, how you going? Hey, Ada Gook. Hi, cat in the background, meow. Yeah, there's a couple of them. What's wrong with the camera? It's going in and out of focus. I'm out of focus. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Pat, how you going? Well, no, as he said, kitties, lol. Yep. There's one up the top, one down the bottom. Carol said Hussein Obama altered the Smith-Mundt Act not to be able to sue the propagandists. Yes, I remember that. Made it legal, so he made it okay to use propaganda on Americans. Stuart said it's science now, no logic, nothing, just their agenda. Darren said, Susie, it's hard to know the truth about that thing, the war. Propaganda from both sides and neither deserve to be backed. Anne said, speed of science equals faster than the light of day. Yeah, faster than light. Obviously. Xenotron said, David, yes, not sure if I want to witness it, though. David said, there are no standards as far as they're concerned. It's just shut up and do what we say, not what we do. Susie said, Hev has the best voice for that, Simone. Alex said, saying hello to everyone. Menacing said, agreed, Susie. Yeah, I'll put you to sleep. Oh, dear. Susie said, Darren, all the back channel stuff says there's no war. It's a clean-up. What do you think of Jetson White? Darren said, that breaks the universal speed limit, Anne. Menacing Musgrove said, where's Shannon's driving, so he can't comment. So I said, Musk is an AI body, not not real, but artificial intelligence. That's kind of what I thought. He looks like a bit. Mark Zuckerberg really looks like a robot, though. Really, really badly. You love the cats. Carol said, yes, Gavin was a young globalist student also hanging with Antifa leader. And we know Channel covered it. There you go. I thought so. I pretty much thought that she had something to do with that. So that's why I say be careful. Just because they say now they're on your side, be wary. Very wary. Out to lunch said, meow. Shannon is driving and listening. Yep. King Snurgle said, damn, late again. I had an alarm set for every evening to look out, but forgot tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just what YouTube does to people. Phew, okay, lol. Hi, Shannon, says Menacing Muskrat. And everyone's saying hello to King. And Darren said, I haven't seen Jetson White. Susie. Out to lunch said, haven't sent to say meow, meow several times. Get heaven sent to say meow, 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 meow. Anne said, that's not the only law they broke. Hi, King. Menacing Muskrat. is putting another link up there. Please sub to that channel. If I disappear, you'll find me around somewhere on that channel. I said, good evening. Sorry, never seen you. Hope you're okay. Alex said he does look like Law from Star Trek. Darren said, out to lunch. Hev could sing the meow mix ad. Out to lunch, said meow meow. Why are you trying to get me to say meow meow? Susie said, so once and for all, is 107 JFK Jr. or not? I don't know. I've never seen 107. I don't know who the man is. But I don't know. I don't know. I'd just be very, very wary of anyone saying they are. I don't know. Mama Nikki said, I just got notification that Fed authorities now investigating Musk for his conduct in Twitter purchase. I don't know. I think there's a lot of fake news going on because they smear everyone who goes against their narrative. Pat said Kanye West Kenya. That's interesting, isn't it? D-Lee said no, 107 is Wayne Willett. Alex said, hi, Mama Nikki. The kitty cats. Anne said, whoops, have to run. Much love to all here. See you in heaven, everyone. See you, Anne. I said, kind of. Not like exposed. It's undershirt and everything. Just something wasn't sitting right. It's kind of that. Yeah. So I don't really want to put it up there. I might show the first bit of it where I dig out the grass and actually do a proper job. But, oh, what a shame. But I will do it again. I'll do a new one where I don't have a wardrobe malfunction. Mama Nikki saying hello. See you, Anne, says Al. Susie said, I want tuna. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver. If I knew how it went, I'd sing it, but I don't know how it goes. I'm sorry. Out to lunch said, Darren, I remember the Meow Mix commercial and the wagon train dog food commercial. Well, as he said, I just absorb as much as possible. I don't make decisions on anyone. I'll wait for the end game. Don't know what's real, who's playing a part. God will show all in the end, amen. That's kind of how I'm sitting, Lanazi. Yep. Sitting back waiting to see what happens. Not like I do support Trump, but other than that, I'm kind of watching people, you know. So I'm pretty much the same way, Lanazi, yeah. Everyone's saying meow. Dealey, did anyone hear the latest from Not Planned Parenthood? No. What are they doing now? Oh, they were Planned Parenthood was promoting the trans, is that right? I don't know, something about that. Shannon said, I'm driving tomorrow. I'm in the hospital waiting room at the moment, just listening. Oh, really? Hope everything's okay, Shannon. Susie said, what is Red October? What was the movie about? Wasn't that about war and ships and bombs and things? I don't know. I've never seen Red October either. But you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to watch the trailer at least to find out. I remember them showing us years ago when it all started coming out that I remember I think we were shown the trailer for the movie. A lot of people had watched the movie, so they were explaining it, so it was a lot easier to understand. David said, spot on, Lanazi. That's exactly how I view the situation too. We know what we know, and we know what we don't know. We can't judge on what we don't know. Exactly. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Yep, that's it. I think that's all you can do. Don't trust any of them. Out to lunch said, I wish we could get Heaven Sent a live Rumble channel so we can talk openly on there. I'm looking at it. If this one goes, then I'm going to put money into Rumble. That's why I'm telling people to sub to Rumble. and both accounts, because I don't know which one things are going to upload to. Probably the user one. But I will get there out to lunch, definitely. Menacing Muskrat said, you okay, Sharon? Hope all's well. Yeah, I hope you're all right. Carol said, agree, Lanazi. I'll listen to what resonates with me and leave the rest. Shannon said, all good, just getting an echocardiogram. I hope everything's all right. I said, Hev, that's why Rumble's called Rumble. To rumble people. Ha. Let's get ready to rumble. Faye said, Lanazi, Alex and David, exactly what else can we do? Really just take it in all as best we can. Yep. How deep have you gone down the rabbit hole? Oh, I've been down and back a few times. Depends on which rabbit hole you're talking about. Been down some further than others. Judy said, you look good. Oh, thank you. David said, if we ever get on Rumble chat, my username is unique on Rumble, handle there is David J. Okay, cool. Dealey said, Planned Parenthood is now non-tax deductible charity, sending out packets to donate. Oh, really? Alex said, I hope it goes well. Shannon, sending love and prayer. Oh, God love you, Shannon. You're in the hospital. God love you. Cynthia said, just stay on YouTube, please. That's why I'm here. I'm still trying to collect people who are still maybe just coming around, you know. Dealey said, complete with membership card and bumper sticker. We won't go back. Prayers for Shannon. Dealey said in a letter claiming abortion is a constitutional right. Yeah, no, it wasn't. No. Shannon said, check to see if I got a heart like Farlap. Out to lunch said, Shannon, oh, good on you. How is the test going? Checking on your ticker, praying for you. Sal said, what makes the government minions think they're the ones worth saving? That's exactly what I think. That's what I think. What makes them think they're so good they need to be saved? In fact, they're the worst of the worst at the moment. I don't want them being saved. God, look at the mess they've made now. I said, Hev, we're very lucky you're on tonight. You were only on last week. Out to lunch, Wolf Sheep Killer on Rumble. Yep. Dealey said, I got my PP packet yesterday. I'm writing the president of PP asking where in the Constitution is that right? I don't think they're going to get much. Susie said, Cynthia, no one wants to leave YouTube. Rather, you get unceremoniously kicked off for perceived infractions. Yes, you do. Darren said, no, Hev has one channel and her twin also Hev has her own channel. Yeah, okay, for YouTube. Alex said, what is a PP packet? Planned Parenthood packet? I think it is. Out to lunch, said Darren Booker. Yeah, her evil twin, maybe. Oh, no. Out to lunch, Planned Parenthood, yep. I said, Hev, I don't know why I'm gay. I may as well be straight. It's so infuriated. I know. Look, it's hard no matter which way you are, I think. At the moment, things are hard. Dealey said, Alex PP, Planned Parenthood, yep. Menacing Muskrat said, I think that whatever the Lucifer telescope, which Vatican owned, has in view, has them in a panic, just saying. That would be interesting, Menacing Muskrat. Jeff said that they are the useless eaters, not us. Exactly. They live on taxpayers' money. More than anyone else gets who is even, say, on unemployment benefit, okay? Their pay, I'd like to see them on unemployment benefit. That's what I'd like to see. All of our politicians. But we need to get good health back, and that's why, like, I think you got to move. You got to, you know, do what you can. Can't say anything. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean. Dealer, should have guessed that long. Menacing Muskrat said Kanye West Chase Bank. Yep. Dealey said, Alex, in my letter to Planned Parenthood, I'm suggesting they change their name since abortion takes the planning out of parenthood. Yeah, it does. Alex said, I saw a clip of Lady Gaga the other day crying, saying some director raped her and left her in a corner pregnant. Yeah, I don't know. I thought she was a boy. I don't know. Out to lunch said, Cat Turd got banking problems, I'm thinking too. Oh, really? Yep, good on you guys. Please go there. Alex said, I don't know how old the video was, but it looked quite recent. Susie said, what are the big Aussie banks? The top four: the Commonwealth Bank, the ANZ, the Westpac, and the National Australia Bank. They're the big banks. Got to get out of them. Carol said, Alex isn't Gaga, he lol. That's what I thought. I don't know. Teresa said, I watched Timcast IRL. It's a good show. He's warned about PayPal for the past year. He has another payment system. I forget what it's called. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. There's Stripe. There's Give, Send, Go. But isn't Give, Send, Go more like raising money for a cause? Like the GoFundMe type thing. That's what I thought that was. So, yeah, I've got to look into it deeper and find a good system. I don't know. PayPal will be up for another week, and that's about it. I don't know. I'm going to try and get rid of it as quick as I can. Yeah, and I'll let you know when I'm signed up with something. Darren said, I remember on the buses wouldn't be allowed now. Also, bless this house and rising damp. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Alex said, I was shocked to hear they can abort after the baby's been born. That's murder. People just turn away. Like singing louder in church to drown out the screams of the Jewish. Yeah, it's terrible what people can turn their, just turn away from things instead of saying, hey. Shannon said, men can't get pregnant, Alex. Jeff said, Darren, remember love thy neighbour? Yep, I remember that too. Out to lunch said, Carol England, Lady Gaga's a dude, I think, but I haven't checked his private parts personally. Yeah. Oh, Sherry said, Cat Turd also lost his bank account. They're taking everyone out that's a threat. That's why you got to shut big banks. Go after small, I don't know, something small, credit unions, building society, I don't know. I'm a bit confused at the moment as to which way to go. Darren said, not the classic, Jeff. Darren said, that was back when we only had 3 channels. I remember that too. Alex said, that's what I heard they used to do in the war anyway. I wasn't there, so I don't know, but people do turn away and would rather not think about it, which I understand, but it's why it keeps happening. Exactly. I can't sit back and, I don't know. I can't do it. I'd have to say something and I'd get myself in trouble for it. D. Lee said, yes, Alex, they can abort up to 28 days after birth and make you, these people are sick. Susie said, I remember Geneva, the cat on Rising Damp. The young guy was Kate Beckinsale's dad. Leonard Rossiter was a bit pervy, I always thought. Menacing Luskrat says, wow, thank you, Shannon. Alex said, really, Shannon? I thought they could. Pregnant Bill Gates emoji. Jeff said, Darren, too. Ronnie's Monty Python, the goodies. I remember the goodies. Faulty Towers, I remember that. Kenny Everett, I remember that. Just to name a few, I miss the old days. How about the young ones? Out to lunch said, maybe we can get an email list just in case you lose all your channels. Oh, dear. Susie said, sorry, what was the strike for, Hev? Medical misinformation or something. They wouldn't tell me. They didn't give me a timestamp. They wouldn't tell me what I'd said. They did not give me a chance to edit anything. And I appealed it, and they said, they came back within minutes and said your appeal was rejected. So they're not even giving you, and it was an older video, so they're going over whatever they can find. That's what they're doing. So that's why I'm thinking probably not long here. Alex said, I also saw another clip of her being questioned about her penis, and she said why would she waste her time wondering? Her fans don't care if she has a penis, and neither does she. That's why I'm when, I don't know. I don't trust that person. Gaga. Is it even a lady? Is that why they put lady? They want you to think it's a lady? I don't know. Darren said, yes, Susie. I think it was Richard Beckinsdale who was in Porridge with one of the Ronnies. Darren said they were good days for comedy, Jeff. Yep. Yep, oldies but goodies. They were. Goodies. Oh, I remember that. Carol said, my son's calling. I'll see you all. Blessings to all. You too, Carol. Susie said, I know he's one of them, but Peter Sellers was hysterical. Birdie Num Nums and Hyundai B. Vashti. Blessings back. Ah, there you go. There's a link for Gaga talks about rumours about having a PP. Susan said, Darren, sadly, he died very young. Jeff said, Peter Sellers and Spike Milligan were hilarious. Shannon said, maybe it has both, like Harvey Weinstein. You never know. Luna said, good morning, everyone. How you going, Luna? Shannon Spear, yep, could be. Take care, Carol. Susie said, Jeff can forget Peter Cook and good old Dudley. Out to lunch, said Luna, good morning. Anyone remember Intelligent Evil Dust? Yes. Isn't that like, it's sort of like what graphene's supposed to be. And if you've seen, is it graphene or graphite? Graphene. Yeah, and if you've seen that stuff and when you put music on, what it can do, it's a vibration. It sort of dances around to the vibration. Darren said Benny Hill was just about perving from the start to finish, but it was funny. Yeah, I just don't think at my age I should not have been watching that when I was young. Jeff said, oh, yes, Susie, I got the Derek and Clive tapes. They're bad. Alex said, have got a strike for an old video, Susie, but they wouldn't tell her what she said. Hey, Deb, how you going? Susie said, I saw this interview Parkinson did with Sellers and he was crying from laughing so hard. Alex said, just like Biden then, Darren. Only Biden's not funny, just a weirdo creep that sniffs children on live telly. Darren said, everyone's going on strike, Alex. Dealey said, hello, Deb. Alex said, unfortunately, it wasn't Hev's choice to go on strike. No, not a choice. I did not have a choice. And it was just as I was going to do the videos the next 2 days that they did that to me, or for the next 3 days it was going to be in a row, and they did that to me. So I didn't get a chance and I was all flustered and then, oh, mate. Menacing said, I love to dance on our coffee table. Oh. Hello, Dealey. Darren said it's because they don't pay her enough. Continuity of government, just look up their bloodlines. Yes, they've done this before. Out to lunch said, set a big BLM sticker on a truck, look closer. It meant Biden loves minors. Oh, yeah, let's hijack BLM. Call it Biden loves minors. Oh, yeah, happy belated Thanksgiving. Menacing Muskrat. I think I said it beforehand too. Hopefully. Thecountersignal.com, Trudeau on the stand, Emergencies Act inquiry begins this week, day one. Ooh. Jeff said, sniffer Biden. Faye said, Kinhalalu for sure. I don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry. Can I call you Kin? It's easier for me. Sorry. Menacing Muskrat said, Dealey, thank you. It was a real tough one. Many tears. Susie said, Alex, I knew something happened. I really missed her last weekend. You can feel something hinky in the air and I can't sleep and I'm getting bad ear ringing and headaches. Something's definitely going down. Alex said, I never wish bad on anyone, even the bad people. Karma will resume its balance. Yes, I do believe. D. said, out to lunch, I just put a big sticker on my car, Biden for nursing home 2024. That's a good one. Susie said, men should always eat a bit of meat or they turn into soy, but they should. They need it. They really do. They really, really do. Feed the man meat. Used to be ads in Australia years ago. Feed the man meat. Deb said, Brandon nursing home 2024. Alex said, we were on the second channel, but I couldn't let anyone know because I couldn't put a community post or anything up. So please do sub to there. You'll like her, okay? She's really nice. Oh, dear. Darren said, so they'd want to ban fossil fuel. That way when they ask for a miner, they don't get an old bloke with coal dust on his face. Out to lunch said, D. good, I'd vote for that. Well, as he said, Alex, amen. D. said, yeah, I've been getting out a lot of honks and when driving around with my new Biden sticker. Good on you, D. Ataguk, those spinning desks are experiments for nanotech controlling humans. Hacking humans 2022. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Menacing Muskrat said, D. my husband's cat, the smiling Buddha, passed away. It was a hard day. We were both prepared. Oh. Alex said, dreaming cats are so funny. Yeah, mine does something with his mouth where he's like, it's a weird noise. Jeff said, Darren, the psychopaths want us to believe oil is scarce. Total BS. Well, apparently, Biden asked, was Saudi Arabia to put off OPEC till next month? In other words, for that selections. You know, he just wants to be popular and try and bring prices back down. They won't get anywhere near to where Trump had it. But anyway, let's not worry about that. He's going to try and make it seem like he's bringing oil prices down. And he doesn't care about after the election. And there's a problem with that. It's a very illegal thing to do. Davis said, the conscripting Russian story is fake news. Russia has more than enough military resources at its disposal to ever need conscripts. That's what I thought. I'd be careful. A lot of fake news being thrown around right now about Russia and about, well, anyone who goes against them. So you're going to have Elon, Alex, all of them. Davis says, beside too late, they're going to be trained by the military. Would be over by then. Yep. Darren said, it seems Truss has signed the UK up for the European political alliance where our military have to follow EU orders. She did it yesterday. Oh, great. Silly woman. Alex, Susie said, Alex, I'm on Rumble all the time, so it won't let me sign in as a member. So it doesn't know my preferences, and I put the names in manually. I'm on it now, and we'll be back on the lookout for Heavenly Hev. God love you. D. said, menacing muskrat, so sorry. Pets are like children to me. Oh, they are, aren't they? Darren said, look up Zelensky chopsticks. What a clown. I was watching something the other day. He was doing this stupid show. I'm sure I shared it on Twitter. But it might have been like, it could have been nearly 2 weeks ago now. Far out. I can't remember what it was, but it was weird and stupid. And I'm like, this guy's in charge of a country? Lanazi said, nursing muskrat, I'm sorry to hear about your fur baby. Prayers. Yeah, it's horrible. Jeff said, anyone still hearing lots of sirens? Yeah, not so much. I don't know. I heard a few around here for a while, but haven't heard any recently. Alex said, I watched a Woodward TV video today that spoke about giants and titans. Yes, Woodward TV is very interesting. It takes you out there to expand your mind a bit, to think about other things. I like Woodward TV. Darren said, only seamen hear the sirens, Jeff. Lanazi said, Hev's getting drunk. She's getting blurry. Yes, the camera does that. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's YouTube or my connection or something. I don't know why. I know I'm dead tired. I've been up since, I don't know, 4 o'clock again this morning. Something like that. I don't even know anymore. Dealey said, Jeff, yes, ambulance has gone down my street every day this week, usually just once a year. Well, yeah, I'm in a very quiet part of where I am. So Alex said, yeah, sometimes, Jeff, but not sure if I'd drown them out these days. Susie said, Jeff, not a lot of sirens, but a lot of helicopters and low-flying small planes, often no tail tags. That's what I've heard more of. Small planes, jets, helicopters, things like that. So, yeah. Alex said, I hear loads of planes and choppers. Deb said, hair is looking good, Hev. Thank you. It's growing. Sal said, there was a robot race here at one point in our history. Darren said, the noise here is mainly low-flying planes all day and night, but there are more sirens than usual too. Alex said, mainly planes, though, during the middle of the night too. That's when I hear most of the planes here, and helicopters. Sal said they survived underground. Deb saying, hello, Shannon. Sal saying, g'day, King. David, howdy, Viking. Alex, hey, King. Zal, Jetson White, Clown. Jared said, the chemtrails in full operation again, are they? I haven't noticed. Jeff said, yes, skies, usually thick white layer of stuff, no sun. Yeah, we haven't had sun here for a while. It's been just cloudy, but God knows they could have made them. Menacing Muskrat said, thank you. The smiling Buddha has great 17 years on this earth. She was so funny. Now we have Wiser and another cat we rescued. Oh. Adia Gook said, spraying will in UK too. My friends send pictures. Yep. Wild, yep. King Snurgle said, hi, Alex. I just sat back listening. I'm having slight blurry eye problems. Have to make sure they're fixed by tomorrow for when you go back on vid, but with a light on this time. Dana said 107 is definitely not JFK Jr. He's actually a life insurance salesman. Wayne Wallet, I've seen him when he did his lives with others and not so attractive either, voice not matching face. David said, West Kenya, hey, interesting. My younger aunt moved there after the war, having married an RAF pilot who had scored a job managing a tea plantation for Brook Bond in Nandi Hills. Wow. Deb said, I want original video. Look, I may put, is that the gardening one we're talking about? I may put it up on members only, okay? You'll just have to excuse what happened. It just, I don't know what the hell went on there. Oh, dear. Susie said, Dealey, according to Carrie Cassidy's, there's a guy who's disguised as 107 and there is Wayne Willett, his body double. Wow. And that's that song again that I don't know how it goes or I'd sing it. Sue said, I'd like to join. Hi, I used to like John Cleese till I saw photos of him doing the satanic signs. I don't know. I'd wait. I'd wait to see what. Because I've heard John Cleese speak up against all this political correctness and stuff. Darren said, The Hunt for Red October is a 1990 American submarine spy thriller film. I thought it was subs. Red October was about a Russian submarine that goes rogue. A Russian sub-captain who wants to defect to the West, captain played by Sean Connery. Deb said, hope you're okay, Shannon. Lanazi said, David Morgan, amen. There you go. There's the Red October trailer. Have to watch it. They keep saying we're in Red. Yeah, we are. It's not the hunt for Red October, though, anymore. It's just Red October. Atia Gook said, for evil to thrive, good people do nothing like just sitting down watching them. Wow. Yeah, exactly. You can't just sit down and turn your head. You can't just turn your head away from it. We're beyond that. You've got to say, everyone's got to say something. And if you see someone standing up and saying something and you agree, stand up and say, I agree. Even if it's against the bloody grain. Deb said, thank you, menacing. Darren said, Dems are more worried about a red November. Planned Parenthood refer to black people as POCs. They also refer to that term in their literature as POCs, products of conception. True, it's a big business. Oh, no. I know they do, like it's a majority they go after black people, I think, Planned Parenthood, because that's what Margaret Sanger was all about. David said, we're rigged for red submarine talk for going under the radar with infrared, infra lighting aboard only. Menacing Muskrat said, far lap the racehorse, Shannon? Yep. I think that's pretty much who he meant. Deb said, it's let's get ready to bumble is Brandon catchphrase. Hey, Carl, how you going? You're at Bondi. Oh, lovely. Deb said, having a twin channel. Dave said, the very definition of a parasite. Menacing Muskrat said, Lady Gaga showed junk when she was straddling a motorcycle. That's why I'm questioning, because I saw that. Deb said, maybe she has both sexes. I don't know. Menacing Muskrat said, give, send, go, do your research. Folks, why are they up to something too? Faye said, Deb, that's what I've heard several times, but of course I don't know for sure either. Alex said, I'm back. Just remembered it's bin day tomorrow, so I had to take them out, throwing away all the worries. Yeah, ours came this morning. I forgot it was bin day today, even though we put them out last night. And they normally show up at 4 or 5 in the morning, but one of them showed up at like 9:30 or 9 o'clock or something. Right as I was going live, I'm like, oh. Lanazi said, lol. Susie said, pregnant like Meghan Markle was pregnant. Moon bump. Yeah, the fake bump. Sharon said, hey, Deb. Alex said, it's disgusting what they're getting away with. I can't believe it. Sharon said, missed you last week, Deb. He had his kitty cat on display. Robin said, hey, everyone. Hey, Robin, how you going? Lanazi said, yep. Pat said, love thy neighbour, the most beautifully racist show that everyone loved, black or white. Dealey said, hello, Robin. Alex said, every day that passes, though, is a step closer to it all being exposed along with these evil monsters for everyone to see. Well, that's right, you know. Deb said, you cracked me up, Shannon. David said, porridge, yep. Ronnie Barker starters Fletch, the old hand, showing his young cellmate the ropes in prison. Darren said, everyone showed their cats last week, Deb. Menacing said, Darren, you didn't, lol. Deb said, I was at the dentist again last one. Oh. I said, have the person you were on about was executed? Yep, in Guantanamo Bay. Robin said, hey, Dealey and Alex. Darren said, okay, I didn't show mine. Well, Nazi said, Alex Jones got fined $1 billion. Yeah, I reckon it's going to go to appeal. Go to the other one, guys. Make sure you're on here as well, please. Please. Or go to Rumble. Dave said, I enjoyed that Sunshine Dessert show with Leonard Rossiter and John Barron was great as CJ. Susie said, the YouTube appeal process is it is. They had one ready to go for me. I swear when I appealed it, it was back within like 2 minutes, if that. Nope. No explanation, no nothing. Nope. Deb said, damn, I could have showed my cat too. David said, in the sequel, Reggie Perrin came back to life. Teresa said, Tincast is using parallel economy as payment now. That's it. Parallel economy. I don't know if we can't get Cash App or anything here in Australia. So otherwise I'd probably do that. We can't do it here in Australia. So it's called parallel economy. I'll have to look into it. And it's by Dan Bongini, the same bloke who runs Rumble, is it? Darren said, when we saw those cats, we lost our train of thought. Deb said, I wonder where you had gone. Rumble, Charlie Freak, the plan to save the world. This was a great watch. I don't trust him either. It's just me, though. It's personal. David said, R.I.P. Reginald Lonath Perrin, and to think we could have ended up as Colin Cowpat Long. I don't know who that is. Darren said, yeah, and the rise and fall of Reginald Perrin, a mix of midlife crisis and breakdown. Jeff said, David, open all hours, another Ronnie Barker classic. Susie said, do you guys remember Doctor in the House? Vaguely. Mrs. A just woke up very late. Menacing Muskrat said, Susie, I know the ear ringing is crazy. Shannon said, lucky you got teeth, it would really suck to be without them. Menacing said, Shannon. Dooley said, just watch an in-depth video on Beyond Meat. There is a 3-letter ingredient in it that kills rats. That doesn't surprise me. Fake meat, you're going to get chemicals, and I wouldn't trust any food place to make that sort of stuff. Dave said, you got it. Darren made a fortune selling guaranteed pure rubbish, then set up a suburban retreat and employed all the old staff from Sunshine Desert. It's hilarious. Susie said there was a sketch show with an Irish guy that was funny, Dave. Somebody, I think. Alex said, I think the shit's going to hit the fan very soon. It's been building for ages and we can all feel it, and maybe it had to take this long to gain enough energy for it. I think so. Darren said it's obvious BS when they burn wood biofuel rather than coal or gas. Wood burning pollutes much more and uses trees, which then cannot refresh the oxygen. Deb said Hev family is a real crack. Zal said, funny how it's boom time for funeral directors and their associated industries. True. Out to lunch, said Alex, I agree. Yep, that's the other Rumble, the one you'll find all the videos on, okay, so far. The ones from YouTube get uploaded to that Rumble account. Pat said, have you seen Zelensky in high heels and stocking dance in a chorus line with other men? Yep, I seen that a while ago. Susie said, Muskrat, it's bad. Sometimes all I can do is lie down because it hurts. I'm so dizzy. I've heard that when ringing is up high and on the left side there are attacks, it does feel that way. Deb's laughing. Darren said, turn off the fan, Alex. It'll splatter everywhere. Yep, Woodward TV. Yep, a link to Woodward TV as well. Alex said, it's never easy losing anyone, including our beloved pets, but they never leave us, are in God's arms, waiting until we return to them. Out to lunch said, Susie, NAC health food supplement may help with ringing in your ears. I got that. Alex is laughing at Darren. Susie said, Muskrat, have you heard the trumpets? People are hearing them all over BC. I don't know, but I heard a weird noise in the sky last night. I was laying there and I heard this weird, it wasn't a plane or anything, and it wasn't cars or trucks or anything on the road. It was a weird noise. And as soon as, it was going for ages, and then I hit pause on the video I was listening to so I could hear it, and it stopped immediately. And it wasn't the video, because I started playing it thinking it must be on the video. And it wasn't there, but I just didn't pause it quick enough to hear what that noise was. I don't know what it was, so. Dealey said, Pat, I seen it, could not believe he's their president. He must have got presidents just like Biden. Yeah. Deb said, prayers for your loss, and kitty cats, yeah. Out to lunch said, also have ringing in the head, but haven't tried it yet, but seen some stuff on it. Alex said, the trumpets in the sky have been heard in my city, Susie. Susie said, thanks, out to lunch, but I don't think it's me. Deb said, can't wait. Alex said, I didn't hear them, but when I looked at the date, I think I was away. I think I would have been quite scared, though, at the time. I would be prepared for them now. Yeah, lucky if you know what's going on, what to, not to freak if things like that happen. Darren said, John Cleese is going to have a slot on GB News. There you go. Mrs. A said, Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. Alex said, what an incentive to become a member. It will be up for members only. I'll put it up there, okay? For members only. And have a bit of a laugh. It's funny as because of what. It's not like you see anything, really. It's just weird looking, okay? It just looks really weird. You can tell I'm having a wardrobe malfunction and I don't know about it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. You can have a laugh when I put it up. I think even during the video when I was narrating it, I said something. I didn't say what it was. I just said something. You'll understand if you watch it. Alex said, I heard that, Darren. I've never been really keen on him, but maybe I don't get his humour. Darren said, Hunter's being hunted at last. Yes. Well, I believe Biden just stepped in his own poop as well. Susie said, really, Alex? Wow, it's biblical. I've heard them on YouTube video recorded in Terrace, BC. They tried to say it was fracking, but it's bloody coming from the sky. Yeah. They've been around for years, the trumpets and the sounds in the sky. Rudy said, it's 6:50 p.m. Houston, Texas now. Shannon said, I accidentally took my cat's medicine instead of mine. Don't ask me how that happened. Darren said, not sure of him, Alex, but I know GB News has been pushing the globalist agenda lately. Has it? Deb said, God, Shannon. Mrs. A said, that was a strap-on. What you mean on Gaga? You never know. I don't know. Looks like a bit of does look like a boy, a bit. I don't know. To me, maybe. Lanazi said they go after Putin like they went after Trump, and think about that. Alex said, fracking would surely sound like drilling or rumbling, though. This was clear horn-like noise that blasted about 5 or 6 times, Susie. It's great how they can always have an excuse for everything. Deb said, Victoria bins are floating away. Is it flooding down there? Menacing muskrat said, Miss Ashel. Susie said, I've heard John Cleese is thoroughly unpleasant in person, especially to women. Darren said, careful, Shannon, or you'll be knocking things off the table and ripping the furniture. Alex said, I can send a clip to Hev to play the sound, or if I come on tomorrow, I'll play it, Susie. Yeah. The only thing is I can't get sound through StreamYard unless I download the link, and then I'd have to download it as a video and then play it. Shannon said, cucumbers make me jumpy. Miss A said, menacing masquerade. It was part of the show, shown on purpose, but wouldn't put it past me. She has one. Zal said, you tumor. Alex said, like a cat, Shannon. Miss A. Shannon said, no, it was more like when they tried to... I'm not reading them rude ones, man. I'm not doing it. Susie said, yeah, nice one, Alex. Good idea. Also, is it the same sound as the Hebrew shofar? Because right now we're in Yom Kippur, known as the Feast of the Trumpets. You can't write this stuff. Wow. Shannon said, I'm all good, just eating lunch now, about to buy supplies for the trip tomorrow to fetch Meg. Glad. Alex said, I liked GB News at first, Darren, but then became like the rest of them. They all have old MSM news readers, so how can it be new? Just another trap to keep people blind to the truth? Yeah, I'd just be wary of everything. Menacing Muskrat said, Mrs. A, I know, crazy times indeed. I also heard that Lady Gaga was closely related to Marina Abramovic. Yep. Out to lunch said, if the government gives out radiation meds, be wary of them. I've heard baking soda bars and gargle with it too. Miss A heard that as well, her mama. King Snurgle said Dave Allen was the Irish sketch comedian. He was hilarious for his time. I remember him. Menacing Muskrat said, indeed, Mrs. A. Darren said radiation meds would be as useful as sitting under the table out to lunch. Yep. Stuart said redacted on YouTube is all over the fake media. Out to lunch, got a little upside down face. Alex said, I'm not sure if it sounds the same. I've never heard the Hebrew show for the trumpets heard in my town was from 2015. Darren said, it's still easier to watch evening Great Britain news rather than Sky or BBC. They're just becoming pointless. Alex said the last message was for Susie. Susie said, yes, Dave Allen, thank you, King Snurgle. He was good, very intelligent comedian, but his chain smoking would get him banned from woke TV today. Menacing Muskrat has given a link to Zelensky dancing in heels. Dana said, been meaning to tell you, have I really enjoyed the live chat, the subs the other day. Oh, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Pat said, I've watched our skies being streaked and clouded over 2 days in Maryborough, Victoria now. Rain. When the rain eases, streaking and clouding starts again, they're manipulating. I do think they are, Pat, I really do. Alex said, my uncle asked my mum, dad and me if we believed in aliens. I said there's a possibility, but then smacked down with the Operation Bluebeam may have been too much. Oh, it happens. Deb said, South Australia is just moist. Darren said, Alex, the aliens have been flooding into Kent for years. Rudy said, 7:02 p.m. in Houston, Texas. Lanazi said, Alex, lol, been there. Susie said, Darren, you from Kent, England? Lanazi said, 8:03 in Ohio. Oh, there you go. Darren said, yes, Susie. Beckham said, gotta go, great show. Thank you, Beckham. I'll be wrapping it up soon anyway, guys. Also, let it drop that Russia's the only place backed by gold. Had to let it out. I'm not stepping on eggshells. Mum and Dad are awoke, but Uncle had the jibby-jabby. I hope he wakes up. Alex said, my uncle does take hemp oil tablets now, though, and said he doesn't know where he would be without them. Stuart said the goodies were the best. David said, yes, Viking. Dave Allen was a funny man. The woke karate wouldn't like him today, though. I think no. Well, Nazi said, nice, lol. Susie said, so Darren, I forget now, why is the man of Kent not necessarily a Kentish man? Deb said, there's a lot of talk of Armageddon. Yeah, I said that a few weeks ago. Don't be surprised if you hear of bombs coming somewhere here or there or wherever. I don't think it's going to be successful. Alex said, my uncle said he's seen a UFO, and I remember him saying that when we were children. I saw one when I was younger, when I was pregnant. And I was 19, and my partner's seen it, my dad's seen it, my brother's seen it. My dad used to work for an airport place, an aircraft place, and he couldn't tell me what it was. So, and it was just a light, a round light in the sky that was going from here to there, like moving like that. Then we don't have aircraft. The planes have to go round to turn around. So I don't know whether it was a drone or what it was. Alex said, my uncle said, yep, which I read that one. Darren said, I didn't know there was a difference until now. How strange. David said, my uncle Max warned me about a fake alien invasion plan for the future way back in the 60s. Planned to speak only to the UN, which would then form world government, of course. Oh, they're going somewhere. Hang on. Mount somewhere. Biblical. They're all going there. And they expect something biblical to happen, and they expect biblical direction. Okay? If they do, it'll be from Satan, I'm telling you now. Darren said, so I'm a man of Kent. Jerry said, is there anyone from Indiana here? I don't know who to vote for. I've heard bad things about so many of them. Our Governor Holcomb is Republican, but found out he's getting funds from Bill Gates. I don't know, Sherry. Just keep looking, dig into, Oh, I don't know, honestly. Indiana. I haven't heard anything. I'll keep an eye out, Sherry, though. Alex, I was watching someone the other day that said he was a part of creating crop circles. Selena just said, I just saw you're on better late than never, I guess. Oh. Susie said, Deb, they're really pushing the fear porn, but we must not give in to fear of any kind. It will get tense, but I feel we'll be okay. I do too. Stuart said, I seen one for an hour, Alex, with a witness, and it was freaky. No one believed me, so I shut up. David said, I'm the man from Kent. Darren grew up in Lenham. Alex said, I remember you saying that, Hev, about you all seeing it. Your dad didn't even know. Yeah, and he knows aircraft. Darren said, I think I saw one with my son years ago near Manston, Alex, whatever it was. It was not like anything we've ever seen. Yeah, no matter what they are, like, I still think they're government vehicles, but that's just me. So, what am I doing here? I'm going to play the outro, guys. I'm going to go, and I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same bat place. Okay, guys, have a good one.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and where I'll go in life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes, and ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.